Greetings from the newly renovated Myles Center for the Arts on the campus of Davis and Elkins College. I am standing in front of the new video wall in the space now called Senator Commons. This video wall is just one of the many technology upgrades in this amazing space that has undergone 15 months of transformation. Shortly, I will be providing a quick walking tour of the entire new addition and the Myles Plaza. The entire campus community is thrilled with this new addition. Before moving on to the grand tour, I want to provide to each of you a brief update on the campus and plans for the upcoming academic year. While keeping an eye on daily developments with the pandemic and the Delta variant, those of us at the college, like everyone around the country and the world, are gratified to be turning the corner with this virus thanks to the vaccines. And we anticipate returning to some sense of normalcy in the coming semester. We managed the pandemic in true Senator fashion by leading the way compared to many other colleges and universities by keeping our students on campus and in class throughout this past academic year. Credit our students for tremendous resiliency and finding a way to make the best of a tough situation. In May, we celebrated not one, but 3 commencement ceremonies as we brought another academic year to a successful conclusion on the hallowed grounds of Davis and Elkins College. After careful consideration of the financial strain many of our students and their families have experienced over these past 16 months, we decided to freeze our tuition, room, and board rates for fall 2021 at 2020 levels. Though the pandemic threatened our financial health, we are grateful that the combination of swift and decisive management, temporary furloughs and budget cuts, federal COVID relief, and generous financial gifts from our alumni and friends help us finish the fiscal year on June 30 in the black. While our budget is tight, we feel very fortunate to be faring better than many other institutions, and we are confident that our alumni and our friends will continue to prioritize their financial gifts to ensure the financial health of our beloved D&E. We are truly grateful. The needs of our students have remained at the forefront of our decision making, as has been the case for the 117-year history of this institution. Now, it's time for us to focus on our future. As we close in on 90% of our faculty and staff having been vaccinated for COVID, and with hopes our student percentages will follow close behind, we are committed during the upcoming academic year to keeping all classes meeting in person. In the upcoming semester, we also intend for our athletic teams to resume normal schedules as they compete within the Mountain East Conference. Despite the challenges of both an abbreviated schedule and all sports having to compete only in the spring semester of 2021, most of our teams had successful seasons, with a few advancing to regional and national postseason play. Senator Nation is building student athletes who are winners in the classroom and competitive on the athletic field. Regarding the college's academic offerings, we have added programs over the past year, including majors and minors in special education, product design, digital media, art therapy, instructional technology, and media production. In addition, certificates in geographic information systems and data analytics are now available to our students to complement their academic transcripts. Several additional new majors are being explored for implementation in the fall of 2022. Adding new academic programs is just one means by which we are intentionally working to spur our enrollment. Our Board of Trustees has endorsed more than 24 presidential initiatives that I have proposed, aimed at spurring enrollment and keeping us competitive in the higher education marketplace. One of those initiatives is called SPARK, an acronym that stands for Senators Promoting Admission, Recruitment, and Knowledge. In brief, it is simply the idea that the best ambassadors for the transformative education offered at Davis and Elkins College should be our alumni and our students. Help us to identify prospective students who may or may not know about D&E, but need to hear about it from you. Provide a name and contact information to our enrollment counselors, and we will reach out to that young man or young woman who may end up being a future D&E senator. It only takes a spark, and I am hopeful you will provide it. The rotunda at the Myles Center for the Arts actually matches the rotunda at the Madden Student Center, and the light through the cupola of the rotunda can be seen across the campus. The weather vane that tops the rotunda is actually a replica of the sculpture that is on the Myles Plaza. As we move out onto the Myles Plaza, the thing that you will notice first is the sculpture of our two dancers, who are yet to be named, but will be named shortly by June Myles. The sculptor is Jimmy Grashow of Connecticut, and actually he works in cardboard, which was then bronzed before the sculpture was moved here. They do stand over 10 feet in height, and they have become a central point of the campus. We also have been able to showcase the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in honor of Davis and Elkins College students who gave the ultimate sacrifice during the Vietnam War. One of the greatest features of the new Myles Center for the Arts and Senator Commons is our ability to welcome both campus and community organizations. Within this facility, we can cater meals that will seat up to 450 people. That would include the space that is the Senator Commons, as well as the space that many are familiar with, known as the Joni and Buck Smith Arts Forum. One of the other nice additions that came with the Myles Center for the Arts renovation was a bridge that connected the building formerly known as the Myles Center to the Myles Center for the Arts. And there is an elevator in the facility that makes our entire facility now handicapped accessible. We are so grateful to June Myles, who has provided the funds for the renovation of this facility. It was June's dream to not only provide this space for Davis and Elkins College, our students, faculty, and staff, but also for the greater Elkins community, where we could come together in celebration of the arts and of being together. My sincere thanks to each of our alumni and friends who continue to support D&E. My request is that you continue to provide financial gifts, be the spark as you refer prospective students, and uphold us in your prayers. Even in uncertain and trying times, together, we are D&E strong, and our future is bright. Thank you, and God bless.